Okay, we go live. So I opened the chat. So if you have any questions, just write on the chat. And today we're gonna learn about the first step working with ZennoPoster, the interface, and how to actually log in to websites using ZennoPoster, like the authorization process. And we will parse our first website, parse the links to some video files. Okay, so let's start from the interface. I apologize for the Russian interface because in the previous lesson I couldn't switch to the English language because actually this is different product, English version of Project Maker and ZennoPoster, and I should remove this version and install the new version instead. So I decided just to leave the Russian version, but I will try to translate everything you need, and I hope everything is gonna be okay in this education process. Okay, so let's start. So as you see, here is start section. Here settings, all of that we have to learn in English. Here is the you'll need the captchas, yeah, and the proxy. Proxy is here. Settings, a captcha is here. So you have to also find a captcha online service that you prefer and buy there an account. They're very cheap, so it's very cheap. Like $10 or $15 will be enough for a long time. That will need to work with captchas. It's obviously so. And the proxy here is just you can use it, or you just can set the proxy on another action. I will tell you where. So if you bought on proxy line, the settings will be in the in this project. So here I opened project named Start 3. I send to you a file with the same name, and I hope you successfully downloaded the zip file. And when you unzip it, you also will find there Start project. Actually, we'll work with that, and let's begin. So the first, as for the proxy, let's start from the proxy. So here's the add action. Here are the actions. Let's start from the face. And here is the action right here, small green box or blue, doesn't matter. Here is the block and arrows. So how it works? Um, Action means some different things related to the work on your browser. So anything consists from actions. Blocks, they are like gathering all the actions within, and all the actions within the block goes from the up to the down, right here, here, and then here. But if there is some arrow is much more important than block. So if you connect some blocks or actions with arrow, the arrow will be proceed first, and only then will be executed actions in the block. So arrows are more important than blocks. So as for the proxy, let's start from begin. Here's the add action, and here let's see. let's see. Sorry for that. I'll find it right now. Here's the captchas in the browser. Guess here's the settings of the browser. Yeah, and here is the set the proxy. So you just pull the settings right here, and here is the set proxy. Set proxy. And here is the line how to set the proxy. So I'll show you, just remind me, today I'm gonna show you how to exactly write in this row the settings of your proxy. Um, but it's very simple. Here you should add a login, password, a port, and IP. And right from the start, everything will be working with your proxy. So the error should go right from the here. This first action should have set the proxy. So now I don't have proxy right now, so I'll be working without proxy. Settings, I will tell you the example of this settings I will show you lately. Okay, so the first action is to set our variable. So Platnik, this is a variable Platnik named Platnik. All the variables you can create right here. So new variable, and you can create any variables that you want. So mostly all the actions or most of the actions you'll be working with variables in ZennoPoster. So you can create any variable with any name, it doesn't matter. So here's the Platnik, it's some example of the variable, and here we will be storing the name of our website. So this is just for your convenience, so just copy here the title, the name of website that you gonna parse, where is your source files, and just here the set value, and here is the value, and here is the variable. So you should create variable, set a variable like kinofilms, and here's the action drop down menu, set variable like here, and that's it. That's all the action does. So next action, as you see after that, immediately we go to this load profile. With different proxies, it's possible to post with many accounts on forum, for example. As for the different proxies, you should use different proxies for each forum. I recommend you to do that, or even not this. If you created some account on forum with using some proxy with some IP, I recommend you to work on that forum with that IP. If you have many accounts on forum, you have to work with each account with different IP, and you have to remember which IP works with which account. So you have to buy many proxy. So next action, we have to load profile. Profile is just a file named proof.zpp profile. A proof is just the name of the file, and here is the resolution. Extension. And you already have this file, and you can edit or you can create it. Here is the current profile. You can create this file right by clicking on that button, and that's it. The profile is just the settings, the set of your settings that you work with right now. So if you work with different websites, so I suppose that you have many different profiles. Okay, so then you load your profile. In your profile will be stored all the logins, passwords, cookies, not cookies. Well, there won't be cookies, I guess, but all the logins and all the passwords will be in your profile. So it will help you to log into websites like immediately. So today we're going to learn login process, authorization process. I guess that's all. But let's start from, so the first action, we have to go to our website. So here's the action, go to the link. So as for the actions, please, your home task will be to explore all the available actions and to test them and to try to understand. If you do not understand some action, you can find the description of this action on the forum, project manager, or in the help section. So please explore all of them. So just click on the right button of the mouse, add action, and all the actions you'll find right here. So just explore all of them, because if I'll be explaining all the actions, where to find it, it will take much more time than you expected in this course. So here is the action. Okay, so here's the action that opens some website. So here is our browser. I also apologize, I will use Russian website, but it will work the same with English website. So when we execute, here is the execute button. Here we load our website. So yeah, we are right here. And we have to check whether we are logged in or not. So how we can understand, how does ZennoPoster can understand whether you are logged in on some website or not? Let's start from the login. You have to log into the website where you are going to download your source files from, because in the most of cases your source website will not allow you to download files without authorization. So anyway, authorization is the thing that you have to start with on your projects. So how ZennoPoster can understand, are you logged in or not? We have to parse text, all the text from this web page. So we have to ask ZennoPoster just copy all the text on some variable, and we'll try to find some text on that. So here's the action take text. Here's the drop-down menu. Here you can take the source. Source is like an HTML of the website, and here is not HTML. It's just actually the text. Yeah. So now we want to read the text on this web page, and here is the regx is the short version of regular expression. So the regular expression, I've been told you, I told you about that in the last previous lesson. So you have to understand what does it mean. So what we do, we just read the text, current tab. Here is the current active tab. of the browser right here. So we say to ZennoPoster, please read the active tab, read all the text on this tab, and find word. This is the to log in. Actually, in English, it will be log in or slash registration. Log in slash registration. But this is word just for this website. So here I already am logged in. So you can see here the like my login or the name of this profile, Ricky. But if I log out, like log out, I try to log out right now here. Yeah, so I logged out right here, right now, and you see here the word, it's Russian, but in English it will be login slash registration. So in your case, you have to find some similar stuff. Maybe it could be just word login. Maybe it will be the button with some icon. You have to understand it by seeing all this page and to set the action. So for example, you'll find here login, word login. So if you see the word login, that means you are not logged in. It's obviously, yeah. When you are authorized, yeah, you are logged in, so you will not see this word, yeah. So this is the trick that we use to understand whether we are logged in or not. How it works. So we find on the active tab text. Here's the regular, yeah, expression, and we are going to find here like something like a login and registration and so on. Now I leave these words in Russian because it will be looking for the words in Russian, and take the result in the variable number 3. Variable number 3 is just created previously. Variable, remind you can create any variable right here because you have to store a lot of information in the variables. So now let's start from the beginning. I logged out. Let's check. Yeah, here you see log in, and now we have to check if there any text log in or not. Yes, we found. Oh, actually, we don't found. We just parse the text, and here we check. We have to check. Is the variable 3 is empty or not? This just a double icon here, the equal icon, yeah. And how it works. You have to write this syntaxes to check is the variable number 3 with the text login is empty, or ZennoPoster found the text login. So if this is just a logic block, here is the green here is the green dot. The green dot is if this logic block will decide that it's empty. So we check if this empty. If yes, that means ZennoPoster did not find word login, and that's mean that we are logged in. If ZennoPoster will not, this is the false. If the false, here is the false exit, yeah, false dot red dot. If ZennoPoster will see that variable is empty, so ZennoPoster did not, ZennoPoster found word login and variable 3 is not empty, yeah. In this case, we have to log in because we are not logged in this case. So let's check. yeah, here we see the variable 3 is empty, and it will lead us to here to login block. How to check actually all the variables manually? Here is the button variables of the project, and here are all the variables right here. Here we see the variable Platnik, as we saw, as we already set this variable, as you remember, to KineFilms. So this is only one variable right now that is set. Okay, let's close it and let's go to the authorization block. So the first action, just have to refresh the website. Again, we go to the website. Let's open it wider because we have to see this block. Sorry, I have very small screen for that. I will try to show you everything. So we went right here, and below we see the block save profile, but we also see the arrow right here. So the first thing, as I told you, arrow is much more important than block. So despite we see here save profile action, it will not be executed because we see the arrow, and actually logic then will go right here to the click. And as you see, it's like lighter, blue light here on the border, and this is the active action right now. So here is the click action, how it works, how you can create these types of actions. Yeah, you can create them by clicking add action and find them here. But also, I'll show you how to create these types of actions manually with the constructor. So we hover mouse over the place where we want to do some action, for example, our button or image it could be. Click on the right button of the mouse, and here is the constructor of action constructor. It may be in English different title, but just remember how it looks like. It's just icon like with the blocks. So we go to the constructor of actions. And here we see the constructor. What we can do here, we can set the value. For example, if we work with some form, so for example, as you will see later, where we will be logged in the form, we'll be setting their email and password and so on. So we can choose set. An attribute is just ID, title name. I will show you how it works, but here is the set action. Here is the get action. So we can set some place on the website, for example, set the field with the email. Yeah, we want to set our email on some row to log in, for example. Here we'll choose the set. To get, we can get some action, some text or something from um, some block. For example, we can we can get some title or link or name or ID, or we can get class, anything from the website, from the web page. But we now have to choose the rise. Rise means that like on blur, on focus, on click, now we choose just click, and that's it. add to the project. Here is the plus button, click add to the project, and here is the action click appears right here. And you can add it to the block like that. Yeah. And here our block. So basically these two blocks are the same. So we just created a duplication. So I remove redundant action right here to delete or remove. But you now understand how it works. So this action just clicks on the button. So let's click. As you see, after the click, we see the form of login. On your website, on your source website, it could be in a different way. You can see like not pop up or different web page, so it doesn't matter. It all looks and works the same. It may look different, but it works all the same. So now we want to type all our credentials right here. So email address and password, and to log in. Maybe it could be also the captcha. So you want to add captcha settings as I showed you. So to start entering something in the field, you have to like click on it, like, yeah, to see the like to make it active, yeah. And this action works the same. You click on it, click on the right button in action constructor, set the rise, click, and add to the project right here, yeah. And we see the same action, click. If we do not click, when in the next action, when ZennoPoster will be like entering your email inside this field, it will not happen. So okay, I removed a redundant action. So we have to like make this active field. So let's execute. Okay, so now this is an active field, and now we work with that. Below is the action keyboard, simulator of keyboard. How it works. Actually, in the constructor, you can either find it right here. Add action, and here is the emulation of the mouse or emulation of the keyboard. So we choose the emulation of the keyboard. It's all the same color. It will help you, and we have to emulate something that like you are typing here some letters, yeah. So let's remove it and return to this already set action. So as we see here, how it works. So here is the text that will be typed over here. Here is just the name of the action. It doesn't matter what you'll see here, just the name of the action for your convenience. And here is the delay. The more delay you set, the more precisely it will be done. But it will take more time. I would recommend you to leave it as a default 15 milliseconds, and that's it. So after our field is active, we just simulate as we type here this email. So let's do this. As you see, it's worked like this. Okay, so now we added our login to this field. Okay, next action, we have to add password. We can do the same way. We can lighter this field and simulate keyboard, but I will show you the different way how to set something, set any field in any form. So we can go other way. we can set like the ID of this field. How we can do that? So here is the action. First, I will show you how it already set, and then I will show you how to create it. So here is the text. Actually, this is our password. I suppose you understand that this is just a test account. You can use it, just worthless, but it's working. Yeah, it's actually existing account on this website, kinofilms.ua. So you can use it for your test purposes. So this is a real password on that website. And here is the where section, where we should enter this password. And here is the value. You have to choose in this drop-down menu, value. And that's it. And input password tag. Okay, now this is settings, and now I will show you how to, well, how to do it in other way. So here you click on the form, on this field, right button in constructor of actions, and you see here the set, where you choose here the value, not ID, not name, just value. And here is the password should be here, the actual test. So I should copy it from here, copy, and paste right here. So this is the same action as this. So just add to the project, yeah, and it will be like the same. Yeah. So this is the same action as you have already on your project. And it also does the same as we type it right here. I just want you to understand the two different ways how you can fill the forms on websites or fill any other uh, fields. Okay, so let's delete it and let's see how it works. So we are clicking on this action and click on this button. Not on this, because as you see here, the red point, that means it will like executing actions one by one until it will see this red button on some of the actions here. I will show you how it looks like if I see it. Yeah, it will look like this. It will be look like this. So this means that it's like a stop executing right now. And this is just mostly for the test purposes while you creating your project to make like all this process testing faster. You can add this stop actions, stop point. It's right here. So here the red dot, you have to click on it or unclick. So as you see, I can turn it on or turn it off. This is just a stop place where to stop. But let's get back to our authorization process. Now we have to click on the last action we stopped at and click execute. Here, as you see, we see that everything is okay. There is our password, and now we have to click on the button login. This is the button login. This all the same. Right click on the mouse, action constructor, rise. Here is the action click, add to the project, and here will be our action right here. So we execute this click, and voila, let's check. Yeah, here we do not see login register section. Now we see our login. So everything is okay. Now we are authorized, I guess. Sorry. We are logged in this website, and we can work with the website as a user. And after that, we have to save profile, to save password, to save login. And again, we get back to our first block. We load the same profile. Hey, we save it, we load it, and we go again from the beginning. We go to the web page. As we see now, we are logged in, but ZennoPoster will check that once again. How? We execute next action, we take text, yeah, and now this variable 3 should not be empty. Let's check it. Go to the variables, and we'll try to find this variable. Oh, no. This is actually, this is okay. This should be empty because we did not find it. This variable 3, where it is? Maybe it's like here, it's different tabs. So variable 3 is empty. As you see, this is empty. So the logic block should go on a true arrow. Let's check it. Execute it, and yeah, this is the true because variable 3 is empty, and in variable 3 it's supposed to be the word login. And as I said, we did not find the word login because we are logged in. And now, I guess this is the end of this lesson. So your home task will be to test it on the existing project and to create your own different project. Name it like start 4, anything, start 4, start 5, just start, and try to log in on your own, not your own, on your source website, your actual website where you exactly want to parse your files from. So the real website. Just try to log into the real website that you will be working with using that authorization process. Just copy that and until you go to this section. That's it. As for the difference, here will be your proxy, and here will be the different name of the website and different login, yeah, different password, and here will be the difference. Right here you'll change the you'll maybe login, maybe registration. Here will be the word, and here will be difference, like different URL, yeah, and that's it. That's all the difference will be in your own project. And that's it. That's all the home task. Okay, so this is very short and easy lesson. In the next lesson, we will go to this section. Here's the actual parsing of the website. And yeah, also home task will be to learn how actually HTML works. What is HTML, and what are the most common tags of HTML? So you have to Google some HTML HTML like HTML tutorial in English, of course. HTML tutorial, you can find some Udemy course, but it's redundant. Basically, all you need is just basic tags, the most common tags. You have to understand that. The most common tags are just, well, let's see what it is. Tag types, you heard, for example, links, hyperlinks. The A tag is the most common tag. Yeah. Also, what you will need, the tag that works with images, image. Yeah. Also, what you will need, the headings, like heading 1, heading 2, the H1, H2, and so on. So you should understand what tags web page consists from, and I will show you how it looks in the HTML. Right here I opened this web page as HTML source, and here is the CSS, and here is the HTML. So you have to understand what div means, what body means, what A means. This is the link. Yeah, span also is similar to the div. It's like a block of the web page. So you should understand what all these tags mean, because we'll be parsing when we'll be creating the uh, templates. All these projects will be creating regular all these expressions, yeah, and we'll be looking like this. When we will be creating regular expression, we'll be looking like this. Search this. For example, we want to search and parse this link. Oh, sorry. For example, we need this link. How we will find that? We will be telling via regular uh, regex. I will be shorted. We will be telling to ZennoPoster like start looking from this. Search for this and search for this. Your destination link will be starting before the link you will find this, and after the link you will find this, and the destination link that you will need is here. So then the poster will copy the link that you need. So all the work with regex will be with the source. So HTML is what you actually need. Also, your home task will be to test working with SQL or SQL Manager. Just try to create to like the seance. It's like well, it's like a project, yeah. So you create and make settings. Here the IP, it's your local IP. It also will be 127.0.0.1. You also will have the same, and user and the password. So you just create it as a, or leave it as a default, and you can then open this seance. Oh, sorry, there's something goes wrong, but I will test it. It should be okay. Okay, maybe I should re-upload, reinstall it. I also saw this error before. So anyway, you have to learn how to work with Heidi SQL, how to create spreadsheets there and how to add rows using SQL Manager. This is your home task. So I am closing the record.